Hello, and welcome to what should be the biggest monthly recap so far this year. An amazing month, the month of May. I managed to hunt a little bit more. Also, there was a really quick and short trip in that month for just 1.5 days, so there was no point in doing a separate recap just for that trip, but a few finds are from there. However, the main focus of that trip was Eurobill tracking and getting notes from many different places in Slovenia and Croatia. And yeah, mentioning already Eurobill tracking, I also want to share quickly that I had 66 hits in May, which is pretty good for me, I would say. It's the same amount as I had in March. And in terms of highlights, there was one quadruple hit and a few other rather nice hits, but nothing too crazy like in some of the months before. Anyways, that's my quick mention about Eurobill tracking. Be sure to check it out. And of course, also for the Eurocoins, be sure to check out the Eurocoin Discord server. If you're still not on there, I don't know what's happening with you, honestly. Anyways, let's get to the coins, to the monthly recap. A lot of nice and interesting finds and a lot of new coins. At least for me, it's a lot at this point. We start as usual, country by country in alphabetical order, and with the first new coin already from Austria, a 50 cent 2025. At this point I found 3 or so, but it's always nice to find the first new Austrian coins every year, and then pretty soon they get kind of boring and annoying. But this year, not yet. With the 20 cents slowly starting to be with the other denominations, I'm still missing a few, so you will still see a few in the next monthly recaps. And that's it also for Austria. We continue with an honorable mention from Belgium, the 2022 for the healthcare. I already found a few, but it's kind of nice to find them in Vienna. And then we already come to Croatia, and here a few coins, almost all of them from the trip that I already mentioned. So it was mainly just a change. I did one shop hunt and I did one vending machine hunt, but only 1 or 2 coins are from those. Anyways, we start with a 1 cent 2025 from Croatia, which is of course still a new coin for me. And there was also the 5 cent 2024 as a new coin for me, pretty nice as well. And even the 10 cent 2024. So now I'm almost complete. I'm just missing the 2 cent. Yeah, that's nice. And from the 10 cent 2024, I actually found the second piece as an honorable mention here in Vienna, so they are definitely already circulating out of Croatia. And then also on the trip in Croatia I found an upgrader, 50 cent 2024, and it's also a rare coin, so that's always nice. And one more honorable mention, this one here from Vienna, a 2 euro 2024, also as a kind of rare coin. From Croatia we move on to Cyprus, and here just an honorable mention, but a pretty nice one, the 2011 as an amazing rare coin, although I did find that a few times already out of Cyprus, and also in Cyprus I found quite a few. Anyways, there was nothing from Estonia, but from Finland there was quite a bit, and something really nice, a new commemorative for me. 2006, which I was still missing at this point. I have to admit I had it in the collection for a while, but it was an uncirculated piece that I got at the beginning of my more intense collection period. I don't know even really if I bought them or if I got them with something else that I bought. Either way, I had it for a while, but since it was uncirculated and my collection is only with circulated coins, I dumped it at some point, and now finally I found one. A circulated piece. So that's nice. This gap in my collection is also filled now. And I found an amazing quality second piece for the 2010 for the Finnish currency. And yeah, so far I only had one piece. I actually found it just a few months ago, I think. And here is the second piece in amazing quality. And there was even a third Finnish commemorative in May, one that I did already find a few times, but never in this amazing quality. So that's definitely a great upgrader of the 2007 Finnish commemorative. Very nice find as well. From France, I didn't find anything worth mentioning, but from Germany, there are 2 new coins. The last missing 2024 regular with the Mintmark J. So now the €2 are also complete. I think for the smaller denomination there's still something missing, but for the €2 regulars I'm done now. And also, kind of finally, it took me a while to find the first one, the first Saarland 2025 commemorative coin from Germany with the Mintmark G. I'm sure I will find many more soon, but always nice to find the first ones. We continue with Greece, and here just a quick honorable mention, the 2008, one of the usual and almost common 1 million mintage coins, but I still don't really want to cut out coins below 1 million mintage, but also mostly below 2 million mintage. I'm still mostly showing all of them, except a few Italian and Slovakian, because they are just too common here. Then there's also a pretty nice, actually second piece from Ireland. I put it as an honorable mention, but should be just the second piece now. I will check that once more, but also really nice for here for Austria, of course. In Ireland they are not that rare, I guess. And it's mintage-wise a rare coin, so quite happy about this find as well. Then we continue with Italy, and here a 50 cent from 2002. I think the highest minted euro coin out there, or one of the highest minted ones. But the cool thing about this piece is that it has a rotation error. Nothing too crazy, but enough out of the norm to show it and to keep it, at least for me. And anyways, in the last year or so I didn't find that many rotation errors anymore, so it's always nice if I do find one like this. And then 2 more kind of honorable mentions for Italy. They're really not that rare, but they're all 3 million mintage, and I still kind of like to show them. 2019 Leonardo da Vinci and the 2020 for the firefighters. There was nothing from the other Baltic countries, so from Latvia and Lithuania, but from Luxembourg there was a new coin, the 20 cent 2022, I think around 1 million mintage, and another really crazy highlight, probably the highlight of the month for most of you, for me also kind of, but for me it's actually a third piece, but in this case a quality upgrader, the €2 2020 Birth of Prince Charles commemorative in the photo edition. And yeah, as I said, I already found it 3 times, which is absolutely crazy. This is the first one that I found this year, and it's definitely a quality upgrader and an insane find, a really rare one, 160,000 mintage for the photo edition if I remember correctly. So that's an insane find. Really don't know how I found already 3 of them. And there's also an honorable mention, the 50 cent 2009 with a mintage of around 2 million. Now there are a bunch of countries that I didn't find anything from, so the next one I did find something from, something nice and new for me, is San Marino, a €2 from 2023. An amazing find and a new addition to my collection. There's just one honorable mention from Slovakia, the 2015 EU flag. And then we finish this great monthly recap with a lot of Slovenian coins, the smaller ones from the trip, the rest from Vienna. So the 1 cent 2025 as a new coin, 5 cent 2024 also new for my collection, and another new one, the 10 cent 2024. These are all from this short Eurobill tracker trip. And then there are a bunch of honorable mentions from Vienna, the 2013 Postojna. That's pretty nice because it's not that common to find anymore. Then, definitely more common to find in Vienna still, the Slovenian EU flag from 2015. and also the 2019 University of Ljubljana, and of course also a 2022 Jože Plečnik. And as a final coin, another Slovenian commemorative, a new one for me at this point still, the 2023 Josip Plemel. I was still missing that, now I finally found it, and I'm sure sooner or later it's also gonna be a bit more findable here in Vienna, at least for a few years. Yeah, but the first one is always great, also the next ones will be amazing. Yeah, happy to find this one, and this concludes my monthly recap with highlights such as these. I'm super happy with the month, how it went, what I found, also how the Eurobill tracking went. So overall a very successful month with a little bit more of hunting, or at least a few intense bursts of hunting. Yeah, let's see if I can continue like that in June. I'll try, and I hope you enjoyed as much as I did going through these finds again. And I look forward to see you on my next video. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for the support. Please continue to do so. And I see you soon.